Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, whenever you've tuned in to watch. This is a new sort of series that I thought I was going to start up, just called Up Close and Personal, and I thought I'd start you off with the A to Z set. This is a 2019 uncirculated set that I've bought. Had it for quite a while, but I just thought I'd get it out and we'll do a series on a bit of a closer look at them. So hence why I've got some gloves on. As I say, it's an uncirculated set. So please just bear with me. Excuse me. It's the first time really recording with this camera, and it's also I'm using new software today that I'm recording on, so please just bear with me. It's bit of trial and error, if you like, so I apologise if there's any mistakes of any sort. I will try my best. So C for cricket. Again, the pen marks on the piece of cardboard, please just ignore those. Those are purely there for my reference, so that I can roughly line the coin up somewhere that you will be able to see it yourself. So yeah, this was C for cricket. Sorry, I will just flip it over so you can see the reverse design, and that they are all 2019 in fact. So there we go. So as I say, it's all sort of trial and error today, but I thought it was a good set to start with. Also, it's sort of a makeshift lighting set that I've got running today, until I can get something better sorted. So yeah, just, you know, cut me some slack. There we go for double decker. Again, quite simplistic design. It's strange, I think, for me, I find some of the more simplistic ones are the better ones. I know everybody, you know, has got their own favourites, this being a particular one for a lot of people. I always get this one wrong. I always call it egg and chips, and obviously it's not. It's English breakfast. We do have, obviously the next one is F, which is of course fish and chips. So yeah, it's I always seem to know why I always get F, maybe because egg and chips is a favourite of mine, so maybe that's why I'm always going with fish and chip, egg and chips, beg your pardon. So yeah, it's a small favourite of mine. G, again, quite a nice design. This one is a lot more detailed actually than I think people realise. Obviously the Greenwich Mean Time. H for me is, again, it's a really what I would call simplistic design. Sorry, ignore my phone. Really quite a simplistic design, but at the same time it really says everything on there that it needs to, and that's Houses of Parliament. So yeah, really simple, but I think probably in my top 5, I would say. I know this is a favourite of many people, and it's the I for ice cream. Again, what I would classify as quite a simple design, but again, you know, it says everything it needs to say. I for ice cream. There's not really a lot more we can say about that, is there? But yeah, so moving on, we're on to J, which I like this one. I think this is really pretty. Sorry, let's get you there. And that's for Jubilee. I think it's a really pretty design. And yeah, another one I'd probably say was in my top 5. Really quite special. I hope I get this one right. I know a lot of people, let's just try and get you in the right place. I believe it's K for King Arthur, but a lot of people say Knights of the Round Table, which I can understand why they would be saying that, because obviously you've got a group of people sitting around the table, but I believe it's King Arthur. And I'm sticking to that one anyway. But yeah, I can see why there's the confusion there. L for Loch Ness. I can just try and get a bit of better lighting on that. Maybe we'd see it a bit better. Oh, that was worse. Yeah, you can kind of make out the Loch Ness on it. I can just you can just see its head here, and lower down here you got the 3 humps. So yeah, that's L for Loch Ness. M, I'm quite disappointed in. It's not a favourite of mine at all. I'm sure they could have come up with something better for M, but it is Macintosh, and that's not the computer, that is the Macintosh jackets. But yeah, it's not really a favourite of mine. I think it's quite a dull, boring one. This one I'm not really surprised. Next up is the N, and this has gone to the top of the scarcity index at the moment, which I'm really not surprised about. In the current climate, you know, everybody has got their own view, you know. I think especially when they put a coin that has got a particular profession on it, it's always going to become quite a significant coin, and quite sought after by certain professions, isn't it? And you know, nurses and NHS members obviously wanted the N. O is for oak, for the oak tree. Again, personally, I'd rather have seen an oak tree on it, but again, simple design that says everything it needs to say. I quite like the P. P is for postbox, which I quite like. It's a lot more detailed than I think people actually realise, but I do think it's quite a striking design, quite nice. It's my opinion anyway, not that it counts for anything. A Q is next, and something we're all good at the moment, and that is queuing. In the current climate, it's something we've all had to sort of get used to. Well, say all. I'm fortunate enough that I haven't needed to at the moment because of self-isolation. But yeah, it's something that most people have had to get used to. This is one that I absolutely love. I think R is a really striking design. It is obviously R for Robin Redbreast. I'm really lucky where I live. I've got a balcony just outside my window or my patio door, and I have a little robin that comes and sits on the balcony. It's really nice. So yeah, so robin for R there. I hope I'm pulling them out in order. I'm sure that somebody will tell me if I haven't done. S, quite obviously, again simple but very quite striking, and that's Stonehenge. So again, a really nice one. So I think, yeah, so R is another one that's one of my favourites anyway, that's right up there. As is this one, because it's a little favourite of mine. And that's a good old English cup of tea, or Rosie Lee. So tea for teapot or tea. Again, a very, very simple design, but what says it, you know, says it all on there. One that we've, no, I'm thinking of something totally different there. U is obviously a Union flag. Really, I'm an R about this. It's not one of my favourite designs at all. Again, I think the design of it could have been an awful lot better. But you know, it's each to their own, isn't it? I'm sure some of the ones that I've criticised here, other people have really liked. Moving on, we are on to Fee. I believe Fee is villages, isn't it? I'm pretty sure it is. I have got a little reference guide to the side of me, but it's decided to switch itself off at the moment. I'm sure somebody will be soon to correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe Fee was villages. Nothing like being prepared, is it? I pulled it out and put it onto my iPad. The trouble was the iPad switches off after about 2 minutes. So I didn't really think about that too much, did I? Next up is W, and again W, or just say again, W is for web, and again it's a really, really simple design, but again it is one of my favourites. Nothing more needs to be said, really. You know, it is says everything on there, doesn't it? Coming up to the last couple, we have X for X marks the spot for treasure hunting or you know, pirates, anything like that. Again, I think it's an okay design. Could have been a little bit better in my opinion, but again, it you know, it does the job. You know, let's just flip over and have another look at the reverse. Obviously a portrait of Queen Elizabeth II. So yeah, really nice, simple one again. I think sometimes the simplest ones are the best. Oh, sorry. Nearly popped it out and dropped it then. Second to last is a Y, which is obviously the yeoman who you find at Buckingham Palace or outside of Buckingham Palace, Houses of Parliament, all around that sort of area. Again, it's one that I do like. Quite simple, but again, you know, it says everything it needs to say on there, really. I actually quite like the design of the yeoman on it. I think it's quite a nice design. Yeah, that's my opinion anyway. And I'm sticking to it. So, last up. Oh, sorry, I'm dropping it everywhere. Oh, and we have, lastly, we have Said. Said is for zebra. It's another one that I'm not, you know, I think it could have been a bit better. when I look at this coin, it doesn't shout out zebra to me, you know. It's got a little bit of mark on the side of it there, hasn't it? Yeah, it just doesn't shout out zebra to me, you know. Can't pick it up now. But it's a nice coin nonetheless, you know. And yeah, so there we go. That's the 2019 set of your A to Zs. So please do comment down below. Let me know what you thought about the up close and personal idea of some videos. If I've got any particular ones that you'd like to have a closer look at, let me know down below and I'll see what I can do about that. I am going to do one on my primate set because I think that would be really nice up close and personal with them. I do intend to do one with the presidential dollars, but with those I will probably wait until I've got the full set, and then we can go through them all in one hit. So please do leave a comment down below. Let me know what you thought about the video, what you thought about the up close and personal idea. What was I going to say? Yeah, any other ideas that you've got, let me know. I'll just leave you with, I do like this one. Obviously it's a Team GB. Oh, the lighting's too much for that. There we go, that's a bit better, isn't it? Oh, he says. Might be better not on at all actually, on this one. Yeah, it's better off. So yeah, let me know what you thought about it. If there's any other ones that you'd like me to feature up close, please do hit the like button down below. By all means, please comment on anything you see, you know. And if you're not already, please hit the sub button. Really do appreciate that. It really sort of gives me the confidence to keep these going. So thank you very much, and I'll see you guys again soon. Stay safe everybody and take care.